I'm just trying to get my head together. How I get there, I'm not sure. This is going to be mental. If I get caught in this thunderstorm after all this. I'm on the summit of Corndoo now. This is the peak here, and just behind me there is the summit of Pen y Fan. And again, just got this rolling cloud coming down over the top of the peak here. So it looks like all the lowlands are covered in fog. There's quite a drop off the edge here. Oh, there's actually someone camped down by that tarn now. Interesting. Just see him down there. You won't be able to pick it up, but you see the tarn? No, there it is. Yep. There's actually someone camped down there now. But looks like my road will be along the edge here. If I can get that in the camera shot, around this edge here, so this way, down to the tarn. And then I've not done this path before, so I'm going to have to navigate through the through the mist down there, or I'm going to camp down there, but it's going to be a long day if I stay there all day. But yeah, awesome. This backpack is feeling particularly heavy as well, which is, I think, is the extra water weight on the tent, which I've picked up. And this seems like this is my path down, so here we go. A little bit slippy though. I want to be careful where I put my feet here, it's all rocks. Walking boots aren't quite so good for this. Believe me, when you've got a heavy backpack on your back, it can pull you over quite easily. But this is gorgeous. But what a beautiful day. I mean, if I've got a better night's sleep and I had less weight on my back, I think I'll be enjoying this even more. But it's absolutely amazing now that I'm getting going. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I'm loving this tarn. Amazing. Anyway, someone's got a good night's sleep down there because they're still pitched up. I expect there's a lot less wind down there. So yeah, I think the plan for me is going to be to go to Brecon. I do want to spend another night out. It'd be too easy just to go home at this point. But there's plenty of time for hanging out at home and by a lovely warm fire and a comfy bed, right? So although it's about a 45-minute drive from here, it doesn't seem to be anywhere closer. And I know Brecon, there's some camp shops there and stuff, so I might go to Brecon, pick up a packet of rice to have tonight, so I've got some hot food, and then come back a bit later and see what the weather's going to do. Look at this. Amazing. So beautiful here, really is. No sunshine, but I quite like the mystique of the clouds and the rain. Definitely works for me. Anyway. Looking forward to taking a look at this tarn as well. Look at these clouds, look. So just heading into that. So there is a lot less wind down here. It's absolutely amazing, completely different. I'm pretty sure that the forecasted wind that I was looking at earlier was definitely a lot less than it was up the top of Pen y Fan. There it is in the background. Yeah, it's much windier up there, that's for sure. And it's pretty cold up there actually. Even at temperatures that are like this, I'm starting to sweat actually now. So I might have to get into something a bit cooler. Put this jacket away. The problem I've got is getting everything back in my backpack. Every time I take everything out, it doesn't seem to want to go back in, even though I've got less stuff each time, like less food and less water. So, but fortunately, look at that, wow. Fortunately, this backpack's such a workhorse, it just takes pretty much everything that I can throw at it. So, in terms of the amount of gear, so yeah, 75 litres. It is too much sometimes, but there's always things you can throw in there. And when you start taking layers off, you soon fill it up with clothing, that's for sure. Whoa, for sure. Here we go. Rubbish on the floor here. Well done, guys. Brilliant. If I had something to put it in, I'd pick it up. It's your own backyard, guys. Come on. Well, there's a bit of a tumble down the hill here. I just keep my distance there, mainly because of my backpack. Yeah, look at that. Look at the mist just rolling in over there. Beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Oh, now it's coming around the tarn. So hopefully I've never walked this path before. I'm hoping this mist is not going to stop me getting where I need to be, which is back to the car. So anyway, I'll catch you a bit later. So we're getting closer to the tarn now, and what a beautiful view it is from here. Really, really nice. And up behind me, you can see the misty mountain of Corndhu stretching off into the background. So absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, loving it right now. And the sun is actually trying to get through over here. Not sure if you can pick that up there, but you never know, it might clear up. Let's hope this storm completely misses us, and maybe it might be quite nice back here later. Or there's another spot I thought about going to, but I shall check that out a bit later if I don't want to come back here. But that tarn looks as good as any to me, and not too much altitude, a bit less wind. Actually looks quite enclosed down there, so I might be able to get a good night's sleep down there, and without the wind at least. Yeah, stunning. Look at this. This could be a beautiful morning. Look at Corndhu in the background. Wow, that is beautiful. It's coming through great. Beautiful, man, beautiful. Loving life. I love stuff like this. Just a little obelisk sat in the middle of nowhere, kind of marker for people to know where they are. Yeah, really nice. Love that. Awesome. Very Tolkien-esque. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, so it's where they found a body in the past. So that's not so nice. I can't tell the age on there. Someone lost their way and they found the body up here. What a shame. There's the tarn down there. So there's 2 tents down there, I see now. 2 people camping. So I would have had company if I'd been camped there last night. It's all misted out now. I can just see the tops of the mountains over here. I'm not sure if you can make them out. Yeah, just coming out of the mist there. But these paths are really rugged. Not normally, but with the with the backpack and everything, it's kind of hard going. But How stunning is that, man? If I had time to get a time lapse of this mist rolling in over these hills, wow, it's absolutely gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Right, I must get on though. So one of the problems that I've got at the moment is that because of the mist, well, I've got some orientation because of the hills back there, and there is a path, but because I've not been this way before, I'm kind of making it up as I go along. Well, I did suss it out from the summit, so I'm pretty sure I know where I'm going. I've just got to walk around the base of this hill back to the car park, so it should be pretty good. But in the fog, when it's all clagged out, you potentially can get into trouble. If you end up going the wrong side of a mountain or something like that, if you haven't got enough food, you start to get low blood sugars and stuff. That can be a problem. But generally you'll always get home. It just depends in what state and how exhausted you're going to be. Just hit a difficult spot here because I'm walking back on a trail that I don't know. The sun's actually coming out as well, and I've got to a point there where I wasn't sure which way to go. The signs have disappeared. I'm hoping it's going to be at the end of this footpath. On any other day I wouldn't mind walking around backwards and forwards looking for different paths to try and find a place, but with all this gear on my back I just want to get there. I've got to walk all the way around this hill here. I thought the car park would be a lot closer, but it looks like it's the other side of this. How I get there, I'm not sure. And the only way to not be lost would be to walk all the way back up there and round, which is definitely not going to happen. So it looks like I'm good here. It's a beautiful stream though down here. I'm loving it, of course, so don't get me wrong. So I'm back, but I've decided to stop here, have some breakfast, relax for a while, and then I can do my washing up, drink some water, and then before moving on to the car. So I've just had some breakfast. I think that was a good little reminder for me. Sometimes it's good just to stop, calibrate yourself, take a bit of energy in, cool off, and just consider where you are. People do and always will get themselves into trouble by setting a focus and being too dedicated to sticking to that. So in my head it was like, right, I'm going to get to the car, then I'm going to have breakfast, when I get there. So then you're getting hungry, you're getting low energy, but you just keep pushing yourself and you start making bad decisions. What you should do is just go, you've got to look at this beautiful path, look, wow, that is gorgeous. I'm about to enter Hobbiton any minute. I think there's many an Everest climber that's not got home because rather than saying, well, maybe today's not the day, they've pushed on a bit too hard or too far and never made it back. Rather than being focused on a very small point that you're heading towards, sometimes it's good to step back, take a breath, and let your awareness expand back out, take everything in. And from that point, that's where you're going to make good decisions. There's fire rings all the way along here. I don't know if this is private ground or no vehicles beyond this point. Oh, they could just camp here, look. Absolutely gorgeous. Look, there's tents over there actually. Is that a car? There's a car over there. This is beautiful. I'm trying to work out where my where my car is at this point. Oh my god. I've got a horrible feeling it's the other side of, where is it? The other side of this hill. Right there. Which means I'm in for a much longer walk than I thought. Still, what are you going to do, huh? It's actually a pretty beautiful day. And by the time I get to the car, I'll probably go, oh, I might as well just go back. Look at that. You see the peaks up there in the background? Absolutely gorgeous. This is stunning. This is Wales all over. It was just like this when I was in Snowdon last year, or Snowdonia, sorry. Oh, I'm actually hitting a road now. Pretty sure this is going to get me back to the car in a few miles. There's no signs at all here, which is frustrating, but honestly, I can't see what other way I'm supposed to be going. Brecon Beacons National Park. Yeah. Right, well, off we go. Well, I finally made it to the car park. Well, at least the bottom of the road where the car park is. I think it's still another half a mile up the road, so but at least I know where I'm going now and I'm nearly there, so it's all uphill, which is great. I thought there were some windy roads to get to the Penny Van car park. Huh. That just pales in comparison to this. But what beauty is this? What beauty. Absolutely stunning. So I decided to have a change of scene rather than go back to the tarn at Penny Van. So I'm pretty tired on the way here. I reckon I might have only had 3 hours sleep with the rain and the wind on my tent. And I almost thought about going home. But managed to convince myself to stay. This is just gorgeous. Look at this river running off into the hills. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Could be anywhere in the world. It's really warm. The sun is shining. There are some clouds about, so I'm hoping that they're going to give me a bit of shade in a while, because it's going to be pretty bad in that tent if all we've got is blazing sunshine. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful here. They seem to be doing some works back here. Not quite sure what they're up to. So I'm quite glad that I haven't got any water in my backpack as well. It makes it a bit lighter because I know there's a lake straight up here. So I thought I'd take that risk rather than carrying a litre of water up here. There's plenty about. There's like some private property just behind us. You have to go around like this building. It's almost like a fishery, or they're doing something over there. Not quite sure what. But look behind me though. Those hills are coming up fast. They're absolutely gorgeous. Really, really beautiful. And this stream is just amazing. It runs all the way down here. So here I am at Linny Van, and the mountains here are absolutely gorgeous. They're huge. They're almost kind of standing over me. Absolutely beautiful. And they're quite imposing in some ways. They're quite imposing, but stunning, awesome in many ways. But as you see, the lake is really low here, really low. And I don't know whether it's to do with this, they're doing some works over here, as you can see behind me, which is kind of upsetting the vibe of the place as far as I'm concerned. No, I didn't really want to come here for this. And a low, I don't know if they've pumped some, there's some pumps there. They've been pumping the water out, I don't know. But it is amazing. I'm not sure if I'm going to camp here tonight though. I'm going to stay here and have some lunch, but there's some part of me that maybe feels like going and camping at Penny Van. The tarn down at the bottom there. Just to complete my kind of, that's the kind of mission that I had. It's more towards where I live as well, so tomorrow I'll be able to get home a bit earlier. But wow, I needed to see this place though, and I'm definitely going to come back here in the future. It's an awesome place. It's kind of, I'm not quite sure what the word is. It's a strange loneliness to the place. And the vastness of it is kind of almost belittling. Just the stunningness of the whole place. It's crazy. God knows how our ancestors used to feel in the vastness of the world before there were towns and villages and things like that and more people about. But yeah, there's something unusual about this place for sure. But it's just a shame that they've got all these works going on here. It's banging and the lake's really low. So yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going to the tarn near Penny Fan. But look at the sun on those hills if you can capture that. Look at that, stunning. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful place. Not a lot of flat ground here, but it is absolutely beautiful, stunning. It's lunchtime, and I'm going to try the Radix mixed berry, 400 calories. So see how I get on with this one. This has got to work. This one's got to work. The other one didn't. Nothing to do with the actual product. I think the product was really good, but I think it's just the flavour for me. So this is basically like a breakfast. I'm sure this can't go wrong. So I'll let you know later. Right, so I'm not far from the tarn at Penny Van there. I just had some sound issues, so I've had to do this again. I think I can hear thunder. It doesn't sound very close if it is. Yeah, it's definitely East Thunder actually. God. This is going to be mental. If I get caught in this thunderstorm after all this. Just last push, it's all uphill. It is thundering though. God. Right above my head. Oh dear. Should make for an interesting afternoon. Might just have to set the tent up when I'm there, just in case. I've only gone and left my Rupel jacket in the car, which is my mountain jacket, my raincoat. Oh God. Anyway, I'll catch you later. I'm wondering if you can hear some of this thunder. The thunderstorm did come over. And it did rain all of a sudden while I was walking up here. So to basically get myself and my gear under my backpack's rain cover, the shelter I suppose, throw my phone inside that my bag, and then just basically just get underneath that for about 5 minutes while the rain poured down. Then that let off and I pushed up here. I've set the tent up. There was absolutely not a drop of wind here earlier. And as soon as I'd set it up, the wind started and it was coming in the wrong direction. So then I had to pull the pegs out, swing the tent round, reset it, and now the wind stopped. So it's raining, flung all my stuff in here. I'm just damp, you know. I've just found some spare socks. I'm exhausted now. I've just been walking up hills with this massive backpack now for ages, and I'm basically sheltering from the rain in my tent. I'm sat here in my Helinox ground chair by the tent, by the tarn. Just had a cup of cocoa. I'm just trying to get my head together. I think only getting 3 hours sleep last night has really affected me today. It's not that I've been making bad decisions, but I just think that the situation has got carried away, or I've let it get carried away, or I've let my mind get carried away with the situation, should I say. But like this morning I did quite well. I wasn't sure which way I was supposed to go, so I just stopped. I had lunch. You know, I was getting that stressy feeling where, how long is this journey going to be? I've just got to get there. So I stopped, I just had lunch, took a breath, took a moment to reevaluate, and then just continued on. It felt a lot better. When I was coming up this hill, number one, I forgot my Rupel jacket. So then I could see this massive thunderstorm in front of me, and I didn't know what I was walking into. So then I was panicking because obviously couldn't keep myself dry. So that was a mistake. I had it the whole trip, and I'm walking into a thunderstorm without it. Obviously, in the end, it wasn't that bad. I hope it's not going to be too bad now. So yeah, never. You just got to realise that nature is just always going to test you, and it will remind you of that as well all the time. And just in little ways as well, not big ways. It's not necessarily about getting stuck on a mountain in a whiteout for 3 days or anything like that, but it will just test you, little tiny bits, tap 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 tap, and it will abuse your mistakes. You know, like if you like the moment you forget your rain jacket is the time that it'll piss down with rain. And watch out, because when you're tired, you're just not going to be with it. You're not going to be enjoying it as much. You're going to wish you weren't there. That's going to make you make bad decisions. Being tired might have made me make the decision to drive home. 2 hour drive when you're tired, not such a good decision either. So yeah, so yeah, keep your wits about you when you're outside. But yeah, as long as you've got your basics, good tent, the right clothes for the environment, and you can just hunker down. So I'm going to put everything out, get all my gear out, organise it nicely. So if it does rain, I can go in and kind of relax rather than just be in this tiny space where everything's just in the wrong place, basically. So yeah, I expect tonight I will probably get a really good night's sleep tonight. I should probably wake up on point tomorrow, ding, and be ready for anything. But of course, I'll be going home then. But I'm loving it. Like a good challenge, right? Hopefully there's no more thunderstorms tonight. I want to relax out here in front of the tarn. Hopefully there'll be no midges. There's some flies flying about though. And I need to eat proper food, so it's great to just be out of the tent and just be able to enjoy the scenery for at least a little while. It's there's no wind, and I'm really hoping it's going to stay that way tonight, because hopefully I should be able to sleep then. And I'm going to try and get up early, so I want to get back to the car and get going as soon as possible, basically. So if it gets light really early, and in the tent always wakes you up early, so but who knows what time I'm going to get up. I may or may not set an alarm, but I definitely need some sleep before I can drive home. So but yeah, really enjoying this view here. Morning guys, it's 4:45. I've just packed up my sleeping bag and mat. Slept right through, so that's a real bonus. I think I was just so tired from not sleeping last night that it wouldn't have mattered if it was raining, windy, snowing. I just slept underneath my sleeping bag with it open like a quilt. And my mat really keeps me warm as well. That's the Thermarest Xtherm NXT. So yeah, I'm going to bang this tent down, get all my gear out, and I'm going to try and get home before the rush hour traffic hits. I'd love to stay a bit longer, but I need to get home, get all my kit broken down, dry some of it off if it's damp, and I've got to work tomorrow, so I'm going to get on that. What a couple of days. Absolutely mental. So I'll catch you outside anyway. Morning guys, it's a beautiful morning, really is. It's clear, not too much wind, it's not misty, views are beautiful. Almost want to stay another day now. But yeah, I'm going to pack down this tent, get all my gear sorted and get off this mountain. So Crazy. This would be a beautiful day to be on the summit, actually, be camping up there today. Got a feeling it's going to be cloudless, but with this mountain in particular, you never quite know what the weather's going to do. It can change all the time. So, yeah, look at that. Stunning. There's already some people on the top of the peak of Pennyvan. It's probably about 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm heading off the hill. I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks a lot for watching. Cheers.